Dr. John Wolfenstein here, and welcome back to another episode of Seas of Vodari. Thank you all so much for tuning in. Sorry about the late start, just had to, work some stuff out and get some things ready and done. But you know what, it's, we're here and we're ready to go and getting things done. Oops. I do have a couple quick announcements. Unfortunately, due to some scheduling conflicts and some real-world events, I am not going to be able to continue with the Game of Thrones session every Saturday morning. Just real life, gets in the way of things. This is... Yep, it did have Vex and Emil. So it is kind of sad that I can't continue it. I do really love Game of Thrones just as a setting in general, but real world be what it is. However, fair enough. There is that. This is episode 7 of Seas of Vodari. Anyway, another couple quick announcements. Under the Seas of Vodari has launched their quick reference guide and some of their early access material. For those of you who backed the proper amounts, you will definitely have access to that. They gave out a whole bunch of fantastic stuff and are still working and updating us whenever they can. However, I am allowing my players to use any of their class-related stuff already. Most of my... I'm echoing on someone's headset. Or there's a crackle coming in. I think it's you, White. But... Yeah. So any spells that have come out in that particular component and any subclasses that are there and being worked on are free game. Just a reminder to you guys that stuff is not officially out yet, so it is still being worked on, and so it may change as development continues. But I've already looked it over and I love a lot of the stuff they're doing. Some of those races are fantastic. I can't wait to design. Yeah, I can't wait to design some of them. Anyway, that's because you should. But anyway. Well, also Barbarian already has protection from damn near everything. And if you picked the right Barbarian, everything else. Well. You're not wrong. Anyway, ultimately speaking, no, it's fantastic, and I can't wait to see the finished result and the finished product. I do have 2 more games going live later tonight. I've finally worked out when they're going to be and what schedules are going to be. I'm going to have one 2 hours after this session, so 11 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, going till about 1 or 2. I believe it's 2. Yeah, it's 2. It would be till 2 in the morning, again, Pacific Standard Time. Then Tuesday evenings from 10 p.m. to... Oop, we lost a camera. Okay. We then have... I'm going to have one for Tuesdays, and that one is going to be from 10 p.m. to 1 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. And All these sessions are paid sessions. I will put them up on Roll20 with the amount that is to be paid per player per session. And, you know, they'll be a lot of fun. One of them, I will be doing a fantastic little story I've been writing and developing for the adventure known as Underworld something, if I remember. I can't remember it off the top of my head. It's from Xanathar's Guide to Everything. It's the little mini adventure in there, and I will weave an entire homebrew campaign based off of that and based off of, you know, the fantastic city of Waterdeep. Then the other one will likely be another homebrew campaign, just another homebrew world, another homebrew campaign. So it's, you know, very likely you're going to see some amazing things. And someone tell Matt to stop doing things, because it keeps pinging on my computer. No, every time he switches a game, for some reason Steam just wants to freaking pop it up. Hey, your friend's playing this. Hey, your friend's playing this. I think I forgot to change that setting to off on this computer. Tell him to stop changing games. But wow. Anyway, before we get goddamn, you know, banned from Twitch for unnecessary, we, however, have something fantastic going on, which is our team successfully defeated Captain Blackheart. Dun dun dun. There's only one problem with that. As they were, you know, taking all of his stuff and, you know, doing the, you know, the typical thing, they unfortunately heard a massive voice tell them that, we have a Matt. No, you have not been summoned. So in Steam, yeah, you're on stream first of all, but on Steam, yeah, on Steam it keeps notifying me that you're playing different games, which keeps popping up. So I said, tell Matt to be consistent on his game and to stop it. Yeah, it does. But yeah, so but anyway, yeah. Bye. I mean, you know, I'm always sus. Anyway, before I was gonna say, yeah, thereabouts, and I apologize. But anyway, so allow me to introduce my fantastic cast of characters. We have immediately to my right is Mr. Emil, playing Reeve, our ranger. We have immediately to Emil's. Or, well, to my farthest right, we have Mr. Whitehill playing Xavier, our gunslinger. Beneath me, we have the ever lovely Callie Cat playing Tessa Silvertail. Next to Callie, we have Nikki playing Cell, our sorcerer. And then To the far bottom right, we have Mr. Vex playing Valor, our UNT hybrid paladin. And they just managed to defeat Blackheart. They were just told about they were just told that they're not going to leave alive. And so I need to put on some appropriate, or what I think might be appropriate music. Unfortunately, no. It is other copyrighted music, which, I don't claim any of the music is mine. I don't claim any of the music is, going to be... I'm not making money off of this. I'm really not. So, you can all... Well, technically it's not copyright infringement, but then again, YouTube doesn't necessarily adhere to the law. Yep, what's up, YouTube? Calling you out. Anyway. No, that's bad music. That's the wrong music anyway. Because that wasn't the right music for this particular one. There we go. So, yes, because Callie is a 22, and this technically starts happening on initiative count 20, Callie does technically get one more round of move. So, stop clipping. Why are you so sensitive today? I'm talking to my mic. Anyway, what would you like to do, Tessa? No, yeah, you manage. Well, she has most of the silver. No, she has 5. Yeah, she has an entire 4th of the treasure. Or of the silver, anyway. So the small chest of gold wasn't very big, and I think Xavier took it. Yes. Nope. Yeah. Well, no, that's what you said, and that's what you get as a reaction. But so... Okay, how many are you going to try and pick up this time? You may not know how much they weigh, but I do. The big question is your strength is an 18. Yep. So, coin weight in D&D, if I remember correctly. Standard coin of any unit, about 1/3 of an ounce, so roughly 0.02 pounds. So, if not carrying any other weight, you could roughly carry 5,750 pieces of currency without being encumbered. The chests themselves weigh about 5 pounds each. They have roughly 25 dollars. So 0.02 times 5, and that's, you have 5 of those, and then the chests themselves all weigh. Yes. You currently have about 25 pounds worth of coin and box on your person. Yes. You can currently continue to carry 173 pounds without being encumbered. You can grab two just fine. If you try to grab more, it will require a check. And yes, I know exactly what you're planning to do. Yeah, no, Nikki. Well, you don't know how much time you have. Anyway, oh yeah, no, it is shaking and it is rumbling, and there is no metagaming. If she's going to pile everything in one place, then yes. So if you wanted to lash more things to that, that would be, do you have water vehicle proficiency? I'll let you roll that if you query, wisdom. It would be a similar kind of concept, because you would have, you do. So you're trying your best here, but you can't seem to figure out a good way to attach them like you did the other ones. For some reason, it's just, you know, it doesn't feel as strong. Maybe the silk's not right in a certain place, but So as this happens, immediately water begins to flood this chamber and fill the room. It is filling pretty quickly. So the ground is starting to shake. The temple is clearly falling apart, and this particular room is filling with water. The first question is, Reeve, what are you doing? Because you were in initiative. No, you've done your reaction. You certainly can, but you cannot hold anything but an action, which means you cannot hold your movement, which means you cannot hold a bonus action, which means if you want to move with a held action, it will only be a dash and you will only get one set of movement. Okay, that's fine. So, his initiative is much higher. Yes, what is it, Nikki? Define free action. Yes. Okay. Any movement, or are you staying? Alright, that's your turn. Sell. Assume it's Blackheart's token. Yes, he was sitting on it. Okay, so control water. Let me. You don't have control water, do you? Ah, okay. Well, I'm looking at it anyway. Okay, so you create this cube. Did you? Did you freeze it? Okay. All right, and I need everyone. Okay. So 2 rocks are falling from the ceiling. I need Reeve and Xavier to roll dexterity saving throws, please. Okay. I don't see how it would help any more or less, but sure. Reeve, you thankfully avoid your rock. Xavier, you take 6 points of bludgeoning damage as you get smashed by these rocks on the head. Alright. So, Valor, you're up. What are you doing? You have no idea what's in anything because it was just frozen in a block of water. You're not even sure if all the treasure actually got in. Heavy enough that it'll take most, if not all of you to carry this thing. Because now you have added the density of frozen water to this weight equation. Not alone, you could not. It's only a 5-foot cube. Yeah. Alright, so Valor, what are you doing? Got it, so you picked that up. You have no idea. Well, technically you didn't, but Valor knows it wouldn't be. He was also wearing a captain's coat and nothing more. Yep. Alright, so here's how, I need Valor and Tessa to roll dexterity saving throws. So both of you are going to take 6 points of damage as rocks fall and hit you in the head. Anyway, so Xavier. Got it. Niafta will do much the same. Tessa. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. You certainly can. So with everyone except Reeve, and Reeve, what are you going to do? Okay. So now, here's how we'll do this. I need everyone to go ahead and make me an athletics check and a constitution check. Just straight constitution check and then an athletics check. There is a DC that is here, and based on if you hit it or not, then will be, what happens. I will roll for Niafta. Yes. So everyone who rolled a constitution higher than 10 is not going to take a point of exhaustion doing this. How many people? Let's see. Yep. Nope. 22. That's fine. I'm still calculating the result. It is. Okay. So with most of you failing, in fact, almost all of you failing, there's only one of you who even passed. You guys get here. You don't have no idea because you're still making these checks. Every round you guys want to carry this block, you're making both of these checks. So, I need everyone to roll a dexterity saving throw. So, okay. So, Tessa, you're going to take 12 points of bludgeoning damage, which is reduced by half because you're a barb, as both sets of rocks and falling debris hit you this time, because you pushed Valor out of the way because you tripped and ended up taking the rocks that would have crushed his skull. You're all. So here's what's gonna happen. I need everyone to roll an athletics check first. So everyone roll athletics. You guys are not athletic. Well, so the nat 1 and the nat 20 cancel each other out. So you guys can get about here. You're about halfway through this hallway. So this room is now bright. You can actually see in this chamber now. So now everyone go. No, you are either helping carry this box or you are doing your own thing, and you cannot do both. Yes, it will take all 6 of you. It is taking all 6 of you to even do this. So, everyone go ahead and roll me a Constitution check, not a save, a check. Niafta, I've been rolling yours for you. Welcome. So, Valor, Xavier, and Niafta, and Cell, you're all taking a point of exhaustion. Yeah, I've got it for you, Laura. Which means all your athletics checks are now at disadvantage. It is not cold damage based. It is physical exertion that you are not used to. Yeah. You use. Yeah. So now I need everyone to roll a dexterity save. So, Sal and Tessa, you both take 6 points of bludgeoning damage as rocks fall from the ceiling and hit you in the head. Yes. So, you can all try to shove it. If the strongest among you want to try and shove this thing and try to aim it like a missile, yeah, you can try. You don't know what's going to happen. I'm totally up for you guys trying. This will be great. Yes, it takes you an hour to reverse this process. Yeah. We went over this before when you had to melt water, freeze it, and it took you for fucking ever. So says Xavier. A little bit more. Yeah, it Quiet. I need to think. So, I need to look something up. I need to look up. Oh, it's great. I need to look up 3 races. I got it. I need to look up 3 races, and I ended up looking up 4 anyway, but I still need to look. Hush. Hush. Why? You'll be fucking dead by the time the stream's over. Okay. So here is my final ruling on this. Because the heaviest races in D&D that a player can play are technically medium creatures, being the Luxodon, the Minotaur, the Warforged, and the Leonin. Being that they are considered medium creatures, and being that I can't conceivably think of any other creature that is actually bigger than 8 feet tall, as a Luxodon can be, that is still medium, and weighs anywhere near that, I would say yes, you can attempt it. It is something you can do, because you have, I need to read Gust specifically. Nope. I need to read Gust specifically. Just click that. One medium or smaller creature that you choose. So it is a medium or smaller. It creates small blasts moving one object that is neither held nor carried that weighs no... Oh. Nope. So Gus says... yeah. And it has to weigh... And it does say it can't weigh any more than 5 pounds. Way more than that. Yeah, this thing is taking all 6 of you to carry. However, I will say this: the idea of pushing it is still an idea. All right. So if everyone wants to try and push this, I will allow this. Focus, Emil. So, to push it will require an athletics check from those who want to try and actually put the weight, the heave-ho. To aim it will be a dexterity check from those who want to try and aim the thing. So that's higher than Niafta, that's higher than Cell. And I think that's higher than Xavier. Yeah. So so here's how this is gonna work. Niafta, Xavier, Cell. Roll dexterity checks. It is not technically an ability check. Not technically. This is a stat check. If he wants to shoot it after the fact, he can. Oh, so no, he cannot. So they are aiming it. So Reeve, Tessa, Valor, roll me an athletics check. Quiet, Valor. If you did that, there is a chance you will take damage. Because you are running full body into a block of frozen ice, money, and other treasures. There is a chance you will hurt yourself doing this. There is a chance you will hurt yourself doing this. Okay. So, go ahead and roll athletics straight to mitigate the disadvantage. Now I need you to roll a D100. So what's happened, Laura, is they've frozen all the treasure in a block of ice, and they're trying to pull it out. You guys have gotten here because it's a heavy chest, and you guys have been struggling with it. So now you're just trying to push it as hard as you can to try and get it out the door. Yeah. So now so I am going to roll a d4. You take 4 points of damage, Valor. But as he slams into it, the chest does go sailing. Now, Sal, I need you to roll an Arcana check. This will not have disadvantage. It's just a straight Arcana check. I need to roll 2d12. So, first of all, you have no idea. Second of all, you heard some crunch, 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 and but you didn't hear any breaking. But Valor is unconscious. Yay. Nafta, you have healing? So you do have healing word. The question is do you have spell slots? That is true. So you would have at least I think there was one you used against the Skellimans. I think you healed someone then. I'll say you have one left. Go ahead and so you cast healing word on Valor. Is that what I'm hearing? Okay. So on your character sheet, Laura, it should be on your main page under actions. Should be the last spell there, healing word. Click it. It's at first level. It's level 1. You can only cast level 1 spells. So you have 7 points of HP there, Valor. So just real quickly, Laura, on your spells page of your character sheet, any spell levels that you have will be in that section. So, for instance, next to one it says 3. That's how many spell slots you have, and they're all first level. I don't know. That's up to you guys to keep track of. It's the yellow dot on your character. Yes, that is because where you're at doesn't technically exist. Yeah. All right. So now. So now here. So. Now, everyone, dex save. Dexterity saving throw. No, healing word is one person. You're thinking of mass healing word, which is what Dot had. So, Xavier and Nyafta, you both take 6 points of damage as you get clubbed in the head by rocks. It does say you have one on your spell sheet. That is correct. He did just use a normal medicine check on Cell. Yep, because I remember that medicine check too. So calm down there, Emil. So healing, cure wounds. Click it. Reeve. Why are you dealing 2 piercing damage? Oh, because you have Hunter's Mark still toggled. So, now, everyone, athletics check. Actually, no, wait, you kicked the thing, so now you can move. You got it down the stairs, you think. You can't see it from your current vantage angle. So, actually, because you're not carrying the thing anymore, you can just move your movement. Why are you asking? No. Ice is different. Yes. Yeah, you could tabaxi movement. So, the chat. Yes. You have 1 spell slot, so I mean, you're certainly welcome to try. Do it. I like it. That's fine. It's magic missile. You can choose to hit wherever you want. That's fine. That's fine. Yes and no, but you cannot decide on non-lethal on a box or on a block. No. You designate the target first. They all launch simultaneously. So, boom, boom, boom. It moves and then breaks in half. Because it took damage falling down those stairs and being slammed by a giant snake man and skittering across the floor. I will also say this, though. You don't see the skull anywhere on the floor. All right. So yes, some of you are actually strong enough to, you know, if only one or two of you wanted to help, then yeah, two of you could move, but you would be moving at half movement doing this. All right, so for 3 and 3, I want an for 3 and 3, I want an athletics check from everyone. Yes, those of you with exhaustion, it's still a disadvantage. It looks like Tessa got the 2 tieflings. Well, so here's the good news. Tessa and the 2 tieflings are able to move and actually move somewhat well. You guys managed to get right here. You're almost home free. You guys, however, are a little bit behind. So, I need everyone to roll dexterity saving throws, please. Well, so Xavier, you Sal, you just managed to leap out of the entrance. You have let go of the chest, though, as you have decided to preserve your own life instead of getting crushed by the rock. But you just made it because of your particular location. Tessa, you take 6 points of damage, halved to 3. Valor, you take 6 points of damage. And Niafta, you will also take 6 points of damage. Yeah, she's alive. She took no damage in Blackheart's fight. She took no damage. So, Niafta and Tessa, athletics checks, please. going to say no. So, you two get the chest, your half of the chest out just fine. So, Reeve, Xavier, and Valor. Athletics checks, please. Sure, you can scream at them. Yes, Valor, you still have a Bardic Inspiration. You can roll a d6 and add that to your roll. You do not. No. No. So 5 turns into a 12. Well, thankfully, because Xavier's in front, he gets out. And everyone, I need Reeve to roll a dex save. Depends. Because Reeve doesn't need your help, and technically you failed that check. So you just happen to be in the front of. You just happen to be at the front of the tube of toothpaste, so the rest of them were pushing you out whether you wanted it or not. But you failed that check. So, with one last ditch effort, Reeve, as he sees rocks falling down, and manages to get away. And now, you are out of the temple as the rest of the entrance fills with rocks and rubble. You guys run a good bit away. Boom. So I will say this. He looks the most hurt of anyone in the party. You try that, there's a good chance you will do some serious damage and he may start to die. I'm telling you that as a paladin, that's not a thing that I'd allow unless you want to brand yourself Oathbreaker. How far away do you go, Valor? I need to know this. How far away do you go when you slither away? 30 feet? Okay. Your passive perception is a what? So, all this cheering and shouting, hooray, huzzah, huzzah, all of a sudden a shot rings out. Valor, your AC's a what? I don't need you to tell me, but I have it here. It's 18. It's 17 because you're not wielding your shield right now. You would have had to put it away to carry the chest. I know it's fair. So, 17. Got it. Quiet, Emil. Yes. So let me make sure that I first pick the right one. Oh, I don't deny it. So, stepping out of the bushes, you see a pirate who has just shot Valor. Thankfully, even at a slightly reduced armor class, his armor has saved him from taking a stray bullet. But it was a near enough thing. As he smirks, I knew I'd find ya! And he goes to shoot again. I need everyone to roll initiative. Yeah, give me 1 second. I will move everyone to a map where they can click their tokens. I did say that, did I not? Okay. Yeah, I get it. Alright, now everyone go ahead and click your token. I'll allow it because I'm a nice guy. You still haven't clicked your token. There you go. Thank you. And then let me pull up. Let's try not to not today. There's a lot of days. Today's not one of them. Alright, Reeve, you're up first. Make it count. Roll it. That is correct. 24 will hit. He is still standing. Alright. Do it. $27 and a 19. Oh yeah. Both hit. He's still standing, but looks seriously injured. Valor, you are by far the closest. Except I think that's technically Scarface. I know, but he's in a car most of that scene. By the time he gets out of the car, he's riddling with holes. Valor. He's still standing. No, he's still standing. Valor, what are you doing? Everyone else quiet. Okay. So you slither over to him. 20 will hit. Alright, 5 damage. He is still standing, but he definitely looks injured. Yes, you can hiss at him. Anyway. Yes. So Niafta. No, he's not intimidated. So you have a 16 cell, so that's a +3. Niafta, what do you have in Dex? Is it +2 or +3? Yeah. Oh, what's the number above dexterity? Okay, so Cell goes first. Do it. Yeah, no one buys that at all. Niafta, go ahead. What are you doing? Not against a gunslinger with that one. Huh? Okay, click it. Shoot him! Shoot him, Keith! Shoot him! An 11 will not do it. So Sal, boom! And then you have to fires. Whee! So a 19 will hit Valor, and it really doesn't matter, but I'll go ahead and roll damage. 9, so you drop down unconscious to 0. Tessa. In his defense, y'all being loud as fuck, so this would have happened anyway. You are not. Yeah. I'm also going to take your red dot off your character sheet, because you are not raging. Yeah. And you cut his throat and like that. Oh, he is rough. You do not even know that, or well, you're not even conscious to say that. So, okay. So as this is, as this, so. So, as this happens, Tessa, you're doing the EMT work because you were closer to the body. Xavier is not fast enough to have stopped you. Yes, you do. Oh, right, not with a healer's kit. You are correct. Sorry, I heard I don't have... I'm sorry. When I said yes you do, it was agreeing with you that you do not have to roll. Let me be clear here. Yep. Yep. Don't think. Are you? Yeah, no. It's hat, and you knock his hat off. Yeah, and. No, 250. So, yeah. But, anyway. Yeah, he's stable, but he's unconscious. That's the thing, is he is stable. He's not in danger of dying or anything like that. He is just unconscious. So, as you guys decide that maybe it's a good idea to set up camp, Xavier says he takes first watch. Who's next? Okay. You would have to take first watch to de-thaw the ice anyway. So, Niafta, did you hold your hand up for taking a watch? Okay. So who's taking final watch? No, you're unconscious all night. It has to be Reeve or Niafta who wants it. Yeah, you can both take last watch. That's fine. So. Well, yeah, y'all almost did. Fucking. So, just to remind our players of the current location, they are outside the Temple of Morto. Or rather, not our players, our audience. I know what I meant. That. So, it's not quite your turn yet. But yes, you say that as you're tucking into bed. What things are you doing? So, to just remind everyone that that's where you're settling. You're outside. You're right where those people are in the photo. You're right there. You haven't gone very far. So you guys set up camp. So Xavier and Cell on the first watch. I need both of you to roll a perception check. Except, actually, no. Cell, your passive perception is what we're going to use because you're busy trying to unthaw the ice, which it just takes time, but you can do. So, Cell, your passive perception is a 13. Xavier, go ahead and roll an actual perception check. So, it's quiet, and you notice that this place seems lifeless. The Temple of Morto has had an effect here. This place is dark, it's dreary, it's not good. The one thing you do notice, though, is that the water in this little pond is significantly lower than it was. The dead pirate you just murdered? Alright, you go ahead and roll a survival check. You're gonna what? Okay. No. Yeah, you're technically taking a long rest because it is way late at night now. It takes so it takes an hour for each half now. Because you have to focus. Yeah, you have to focus all your attention on perfectly de-thawing out one half, and then all your attention to de-thaw the other one. You have about an hour and a half, a little more, a little less. Bonk. So, that's fine. It does take you longer than him though. Right, and he looks at everyone who takes longer than him that way. So, question for you, Xavier. Do you remember that you have acquired some things from that pile of treasures? Do you check the gold in that chest you have? Okay, so you take it out and you count 50 pieces of gold in this small little chest. You say as you have the most fanciest set of bone dice, engraved bone dice in your pocket that you've ever seen. That is true. You did fail that sleight of hand check. So, your guys' watch comes to an end uneventfully. And you go and Tessa, I believe you were second watch, yeah? So Tessa, I don't think I really need to ask, but I'm going to anyway. There's one other thing I need to do first. What's your name? Sal. You find 2 healing potions. You should mark that now. You should always mark anything I tell you that you find immediately. That way it's never forgotten and there's never a question. You find 4 more chests of silver. You find a gold bracelet. And you find a carved statuette of a mermaid made of bone. Yep. Yep, of a mermaid. So, Tessa, you find... And I said you found the 2 healing potions, right? I'm sorry, I meant sell. Sorry, my brain is kind of all over the place right now. Yep. Yep. That's all you managed to get a hold of, which, you know, is slightly depressing because you thought you got a hold of more, but that battle scattered a bit of it around, and only Tessa had time to try and, you know, bunch anything up. But on the plus side, she did make off with 7 chests of silver. Yes. So you do have over half. Yes. A spyglass and a compass. Velvet pouches. There were 2 velvet pouches that were picked up, but you don't know what they contain. So Niafta has one. Yes, but they didn't pull them out. They opened them and then closed them back up. So you don't know what's in them, but you know that Niafta has both. Tessa. Before... yeah. So, Tessa, there are 11 chests of silver. Do you or do you not spend your watch counting silver? Okay, there are you have 7 chests of... wait, what do you cover them with? You don't have a tarp? Yep. Okay, so yeah, you would have a bedroll and a blanket at the very least. Why do you have 2 bedrolls? Did you buy a second bedroll? Okay, I'm assuming you bought one somewhere. Alright, well, fair enough. So, but, okay, so you have 2 bedrolls, so you use one to cover up the 4 clearly lumpy chest-sized objects. So, Tessa, my first question then is, you have 7 chests of silver. You see 4 lumpy shapes under a bedroll near cell. Are you going to investigate them? Yep. Cell has had a rough day. Yes. So no. Also, I don't think she cares that you don't want it. She's not letting you touch it. So, now here's my question, Tessa. Do you spend your watch counting coins? Okay, so we're going to be using your passive perception here for your watch. However, in each of the chests, you count through 3 of them before you realize that there's an expected amount. In each chest is 25 gold worth of silver. Yeah, 1,500. Yep. So, you see, way off in the distance, a thick plume of black smoke rising from the beach, except it's not where you made camp. And then you look at the dead guy, and you realize something. He's alive, first of all, and he's a living person. Second of all, he is wearing the big tattoo of the sea devil. You didn't have to announce that. Fair enough. Hi, welcome to the Evil Alignment. Yeah, that's easy. So, Nyafta, you're awoken by the kitty lady. So, yeah. So, okay, was alive. Fine, I'll correct. Was alive. No. Yeah. So, Tessa took her watch, counted her coin, and then woke Niafta. But Tessa's not sleeping well, so she's offering to take final watch with Niafta. That way, Reeve, you can stay asleep because nobody's woken you yet. You are asleep. Roll a Constitution save, Callie. You and I have been here before. Fair enough. That is fair enough. So, after you roll over, go back to bed. Welcome. I love the my side of the coins bit. So, no one woke you up. You just stay asleep. Nope. Tessa took the watch herself, and Tessa, this time I need you to roll a perception check. Say again. Yeah, I was going to say, you're not an elf. So, what you do here is you hear off in the distance the sound of gunshots, and they're just so faint that you can only just pick them out because it is totally quiet. And then you see fire. And this fire, the reason you see it is because it is huge. And it is where you last saw the captain make camp. So you all get woken up, and it is almost dawn. Everybody but Tessa, everyone but Tessa has the effects of a long rest. Tessa, you only have the effects of a short rest. Yep, everyone can go ahead, set your HP at full, set your spell slots back, set your bravado points, do whatever you need to. All of you have full everything. Yep, go ahead and remove any exhaustion that anybody has except you, Tessa. That is correct, you do not. Everybody was kung fu fighting. So, as you all wake up, you actually, in the dawn, as the sun's peeking over the forest, you see all this fire and smoke trailing up into the sky. And then you see about 100-ish yards further up the coast, it's just one thin, clearly it's a campfire, thin trail of smoke, just neat and tidy, whereas this other one is a massive just plume. Oh yeah, it's plain as day on his frickin' chest. Sal, what were you going to say? Xavier, you hear, I don't think you speak the language, but you do hear something. No. Valor, nope. You hear, go, 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 don't lead up to the car, then surrounded the car. You then hear a loud slap. Shut up, you idiot! Yeah, you only heard that. Roll stealth check. So Xavier, you disappear. Are you going to investigate the sound, or are you just, you know? Sure. So, as you all hear this, you all can hear this sound. Pirate's life, wonderful life, only life for me. Well, so sure enough, you see flying overhead is Polly. For when it's all over, Davy Jones! And then he lands on a branch. So you advance slowly. Nyafta, what do you do? Nyafta, did you say something? Okay. I am tripping balls over here. Don't mind me. But, anyway, so, Xavier, you sneak up, and you just, so, you actually recognize these two individuals. You see Thok with Cade on his shoulders, and he's looking up at Cade going, well, I can probably sing, but I can't. That's not fair. And Cade just, because he's a fucking parrot. And if you sing, we die. If he sings, they just shoot him, and thank God. Well, that's not fair. Well, why should Polly get to be shot? I want to be shot. No, you don't want to be shot, you idiot. No. I will say this, though, before you say anything. You notice that Thok is covered in wounds. Like, sliced, shot, stabbed. You notice a massive burn on the back of his neck that Cade is, like, every once in a while revealing because he's standing on his shoulders, like, grabbing his ears, like, shut up. Cade looks like he's been used as a punching bag in a Rocky movie. Like, he's rough. You hear Cade girly bitch scream as he shoots. And yeah, but so, I'm gonna roll a d20. I'm gonna roll 2 d20s actually, because he has double disadvantage. Roll 1 d20. Yep, go ahead. See how this works. Oh, damn it. So a 13 minus 1 for a 12. So he just boom, and Thok whips around. You see a fucking chair leg in his hand, like he's lifts it up, about to get crazy, and then, oh hey, it's one of them guys we was looking for. Thok just looks down. Hey! You see, Cade, we're not trying to fucking kill you, we're trying to find you. We've been trying to find you for hours. Where have you been? Oh, it's the kitty. Cade actually jumps off of Thok to avoid you. So you're gonna try and grab Cade's head or Thok's head? Yeah. So Cade's out of reach. He's put Thok between you and him. Cade and you don't get on, if you remember correctly. But Cade barely got on with anyone. The only person you know that Cade and Thok both unanimously like is Nyafta. Cade just points his gun at you. Look here. I've been touched a lot last night. I don't want to be touched no more. Got it? I don't give a fuck if they can turn me into a 20-foot tall storm giant. Don't touch me. And he's shaking. Cure wounds is. It's healing word that is not a touch. Kinda. I haven't decided yet. No, you don't have a boat. No, you don't have a boat. No, you don't. No, you don't. You're nothing. Dog just... Hi, pretty lady, he says, waving to Niafta. Niafta? Actually, that is a point of order I need to establish. Laura, throughout the night, that thing has been in your possession the entire time. Is that correct? Okay, you are attuned to this magic item. I am now going to tell you what it does, because attuning to a magical item does let you know its properties, to some degree. So what you know of this magic item? You're not wrong. However, you have the feeling that if you were to uncork this bottle and aim it at the water, a boat the size that you need would appear. Yeah, he's kind of about 35, 40 feet away. All animal handling check. There's weirder things. There's weirder things in the animal kingdom. I know I'm right. I'm the zoologist. Hi. Anyway, yep. So, yeah, Polly comes closer, but he lands on Thok. Can you find a shore? Can you find a shore? He holds up one talon. Double or nothing. And then he holds up two of his talons. Double or nothing. To which Cade just kind of looks, and you can't tell if he's disgusted or if he's like genuinely baffled. Cade just rolls his eyes, reaches into his pocket, and pulls out 2 crackers and holds them up. Polly swoops down, snatches them, and then flies back onto Thok's head and just begins eating. Cade nods and he points. That's the albatross, or what's still left of it, and it's still burning. So the Sea Devil landed sometime last night. We don't know when. It's more intact than we were. It is seaworthy. Except this. Everyone in the crew is dead except for me, Thok, Polly, and Mags. And Mags probably wishes she was dead. Or if she has the will, she probably bit her tongue off. Oh yeah. And let me put it this way. The most evil thing you can think of, Taggart is happy to do. So if Mags is any sense or any guts, she bit her tongue off. So I don't want to go back there. I barely made it out alive because Thok dragged me like a sack of potatoes. You saw a dozen. You saw a dozen left? Oh, the albatross had like 12 of us. There weren't many. It doesn't take much to crew a sloop. In fact, you could do it with 3 people if you really wanted. Sea Devil's the sloop, but he runs, let's say, heavy, and so yeah. Oh, how many are left? So here's the living crew of the albatross: me, the big guy, the bird. Maybe Max. Yeah. How many are left of Taggart's men? Probably 3/4, considering they surprised us. So a lot of us didn't even get blades out or shots off before we just fucking died. I saw 24 men. However, I will say this. They've been chasing us through this goddamn jungle for the last evening. Some of them. Cade points to Niafta and Tessa. Yeah. Tessa. So, you all here in NAFTA, I have a proposition. Yeah. No. You don't know that. None of you know how attunement works. So my question is this. Is what magical item have any of you ever attuned to in your entire careers? It doesn't mean that you can't. But so my question is this, is what magical item have you ever personally attuned to? No, you have plenty of stories of people with magical items. Cade looks to you, Niafta. Well, since you seem to be the one in charge, Miss Niafta, let me offer some advice. We could do that. You could loot the other ship, and by rightly so, that's pretty smart, you know. But what's even smarter, if you don't mind my saying, is at least a dozen of them is traipsing through the woods, right? Well, so what's to say you can't thin out the herd a bit? You guys are all... Well, they're pirates anyway. Cade just looks at Thok. We're gonna fucking die, mate. These people are, aside from Niafta and Xavier here, these people are all a bunch of fucking idiots, and they're bickering like children. We're gonna fucking die. And Thok just shrugs. So that's not a terrible idea, considering he did see some pretty beefy looking snakes a while back. I'll let you try it if you have Smith's tools or something. Yep, go. That's even better. Niafta, what was your question? You sure? Okay. Well, and again, what I'll tell you, you know about this ship that you've attuned to, is that it's a ship, and it will be a size ship that you need, and that it will appear a certain distance away from you. You think it's better to be in the water, or at least near the water when you do this. You don't know if it has weapons. You don't know if it has provisions. You roughly figure that if you need a ship that can fit all of you, there will be a ship that can fit all of you. It's very vague. You do know of a spell that could tell you exactly what this does. You don't know it. You definitely know an identified spell exists, but you don't know it, and none of your party knows it, so you can't find out exactly what this ship does. For you, so roll a Tinker's Tools check, and since you're making it, query Dexterity. Okay. So first, roll a Survival check. So you make this grenade. Next, roll an Animal Handling check. With advantage because snake. So you make this makeshift explosive. You don't want to throw it. You don't want to be anywhere like this. Is more of a place and be far away. Yeah. You're Well, you said grenade, so you know, what I'm thinking of a grenade is you ignite it in your hand and throw it, and it fucking explodes a little bit later. No, you don't trust that. Yeah. I would actually say it's closer to the bombs you make in fucking The Last of Us. So Valor, you do find sign of snakes. Snakes are pretty easy to find, especially since you know what to look for. And so you are able to find them. And you are able to approach them with ease. What do you do once you see them? Yes, you can. So now my question is king who can... Let me see here. I'm looking at your spell sheet. So. Cute. So, and then, casting Animal Friendship, I'll allow you to make an animal handling check with advantage to try and convince them to help. I think you can cast that once per day as a Yanti, or yeah. So you're pretty sure you got the message across? Pretty sure. Yes, you can. I would love to see how you do it. Yep. You don't these aren't the same snakes you've encountered before. These are just snakes. The snakes hiss back at you. My question becomes, as a DM, let's see. That's not even my question right now. Duly noted. So they hiss back at you, and then you see one who's the biggest just rear back and just fangs bared, and then you watch them slither off into the foliage. Maybe they'll help you. Tessa, what are you doing? So, Google is your friend, Emil. Go ahead and roll. You have survival proficiency, don't you? Yeah, go ahead and roll that with advantage. You definitely know a couple of things. One, the quicksand is definitely the best way to do this. It is the most natural trap you can have, and anything that would help herd people into it is brilliant. You are able to find such things you can use to make improvised snares and traps of that description and nature. You also know that if the last time you encountered snakes was by water, so you imagine that a lot of these snakes tend to stick near the fresh water simply because prey tend to congregate there, and it makes sense as a predator. So any natural predators that are on the island, the snakes were big enough and bold enough to attack you. The only reason they didn't, actually attack was because of your snake boy, Valor. I almost called you Vex again. I'm so used to playing with actual Vex as a character. But anyway. So yes, there are things you can do, and there are ways you can do it. Yeah, that's easy enough. That's easy enough. The only trouble you have is you don't exactly know where the people are. Yeah, but you can figure that out, and yeah, you can do that. You're muted there, Laura. We couldn't hear you that. Which, there was a shot that rang out not too long ago. That's fine. Go ahead. That was to you, Sal. Sal. It honestly means average intelligence. So anyone is capable of brilliant moments of wisdom. So, with your plans made and your things in motion, that's where we're going to cut it for this session. As you guys get ready for some jungle warfare. Well, my guys and gals. Huh? Yeah, sorry, I had to deal with some things, so we started a bit late. But yep, and the Tweez is speaking Vietnamese. For those of you who know the game quote, it's hilarious. But anyway, guys and gals. Yes, because IED stands for improvised explosive device. Yes, like your computer. But anyway, guys and gals, thank you so much for watching. It has been an absolute pleasure, and I always have fun running these games. Really, they're freaking great. I'm so excited for Under the Seas of Vodari to come out. The stuff I've seen in the supplement that they gave for early access is great. I know I'm definitely going to sit down and make a Selkie and a Grindylow character. But I'm super excited to see what happens and what comes out of it. There is a section on the mounts and how much they cost and how fast they can move and shit. So I now know how much it costs to get an orca. Also, the undersea locations are going to be fantastic. I can't wait for it to be released in its entirety, and the few subclasses have been great. So Nikki, you gotta calm the hell down, Power Gamer. Gotta calm the hell down, Power Gamer. Liar. 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 So I'm content waiting. Yeah, I do actually. I 100% think it's selfish, but that's okay because I understand. But yes, you all level up because you have succeeded in a milestone. And Yep, I know all the things. So we will go ahead and take care of the level up now after this stream. But when you next see this party, they will be level 3. Thank you guys so much for watching. It is always a blast to play with these amazing group and these amazing cast of characters. I am going to be opening up those 2 new game slots. I don't see a need to change those in the foreseeable future. So, thank you. I am going to first send off our fantastic crew, and then we're going to go ahead and take care of that level up. So, immediately to my left, we have the lovely Laura playing Niafta, our tiefling bard. And Laura, did you decide on a subclass for bard now that you're level 3 and can take one? Fair. It is It is fantastic. So, directly under Laura is Mr. White, playing Xavier, our gunslinger. Yeah, I think he kind of wants to keep that a secret for a while, so we'll see. For those of you who, excuse me, watch on a regular basis, you would know that I kind of kept Rattlegast's subclass as secret as I could until he let the cat out of the bag for me. But immediately to my right is Mr. Emil playing Reeve, our Siren Ranger. And did you officially pick your subclass? Stormcloak, right? Yep, so he is going to play the Stormcloak subclass from the Seas of Vodari main book, which I am definitely... Yep. You're not wrong. Then immediately under Emil is Mr. Nicky, our over-enthusiastic tiefling title sorcerer. Pretty much. Directly beneath me is the lovely Callie Cat. Always fun to see what brilliance she comes up with, and as far as character leveling goes. So you currently have one level in Barbarian and one level in Monk. Are you raising one of those, or are you just taking a third level in something else? That's fine with me. And then last but certainly not least is Mr. Valor Awake Walker, played by Vex. Did you decide your Paladin Oath yet, Valor? So we have another Vodari campaign subclass. So, Oath of Discovery it is. Yep. But I'm going to let these lovely fans and viewers go. Anyway, this is our crew for Seas of Vodari, and I am your humble master of the seas, Dr.JWolfenstein, and it is my absolute pleasure to bring these streams to you every Wednesday, and we will see you on the next one on the high seas of Vodari. Till next time, goodbye.